Bro, where the f are these kids? Can we please get B?
God damn it, dude.
Okay.
I really wish they had it. I actually had a mess.
I can hack that, I can hack that. Or I'm trying to...
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to find a perfect opportunity because I can streak right now
Like
too.
a dog. Yes, just streak. Behind you, though.
Oh my god. Okay, I only got... The crackedness is so real.
Style point.
And I killed him. So, what's up guys, it's here, Bayanino or Quadigy. And in today's video, as you guys can see here, we're actually going to do something a little bit different. I haven't done one of these videos, I think since the beginning of this year. I think I made a settings video on January 1st. And I haven't made a settings video since. So in today's video, since a lot of you guys have joined, you know, the hero family, the big ballers, I'm going to do a controller settings video. As you guys can see from the beginning of this video, with those intro clips, I was clapping. And I'm still clapping every freaking day because of these controller settings. So, in this video, I'm going to go in depth with every controller setting that I use, the audio settings that I use, and any other little intricacies that I play this game with. Basically, you're going to learn how to play like me if you want. Everybody has their own little niche. My niche might be really, really close to yours, so you might like my settings or you might not. So just keep that in mind when trying to become the best Call of Duty player you can be. So look inversion, that's, you know, that's standard. If you play inverted, then you're some kind of weirdo. But I know some inverted players and they're pretty freaking good. I know an inverted player, his name is Moose. He's nice with it. When it comes to look sensitivity, I always keep it on 9.9 on both or 8.8. The reason why I like having it on this setting in specific is because back then I used to play on max sensitivity. And sure, I could control max sensitivity really well. And I actually had really good aim with it. Back during like the Modern Warfare 3 days, BO2 days, and even I think Ghost days, like through mid-Ghost, I believe. But then I decided to lower the sensitivity a little bit because it is true that if you play at a lower sensitivity, you're able to track your targets a lot faster. Having a higher sensitivity is good so you can turn on people that are behind you, as I might have done in the intro clip or something. That was nasty. So I try to keep it on the higher end of the spectrum because I do want to be able to turn on people and be able to snap on people whenever I can. But I also want to keep my aim kind of steady as well. So I think 9.9 or 8.8 is the perfect way to try and do this. My ADS sensitivity is 0.75x. I just feel like if you're aiming down sights, you want to be able to track your targets a little bit clearer, I guess you could say. Lowering the ADS sensitivity allows you to pretty much kill people on head glitches or people that aren't as mobile a lot faster. So that's the key of ADS sensitivity. High zoom is for snipers, and I just keep that at 1x because I snipe on the same sensitivity as I do. Some people like to lower, oh my gosh, right. Some people like to lower their horizontal and vertical sensitivities when they snipe. I tend to not do that. If you play, because what if I pick up a regular gun while I'm sniping? Then I'm going to change my sensitivity back just to use that ray gun. So I don't understand that. Just keep the high zoom on the same sensitivity. Snipe using your same sensitivities as well. Believe me, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble on it. Put target assist and aim assist both on, because if you don't have them both on, you might have a lot of difficulty aiming. Some people can actually play without target assist and aim assist. Those guys are freaks, and I actually used to do that during BO2 for at least 3 months, and it did make me a better player when I did put it back on. I was a good player without it, but I became an even better player after putting them on. Controller vibration is off. This is a personal preference. Putting it on or off doesn't really matter. I just have it off because if I have it on, like my headset starts messing up or something for some weird reason. So I've had it off for like 3 or 4 years and I've adapted. So it's up to you, obviously. Sprint cancels reload off. You don't want to like cancel your reload while you're sprinting. I just try to do like triangle. That's the way I cancel reload. But obviously this is another personal preference. I just have it off. Auto mantle, have it off because you're going to save yourself a lot of trouble from climbing unnecessary ledges and then having to mantle your gun up to kill somebody while they're already shooting at you. You don't want to be caught in those situations. Even with it off, sometimes you get caught in those situations and it's annoying. So just to save yourself from even more situations, have it off. This is a personal preference, auto sprint. Like, you don't want to like hold your L3 or whatever you use to sprint all the time. Then obviously like you could have it on and you could just double click it. I personally want to be in full control of every movement that I make, so I have that off. Stick layout default, obviously it's a personal preference, but just stick to default. My button layout is really special compared to other people. I play using bumper jumper tactical flipped. So the way I play with bumper jumper tactical flip, I'll show you guys my controller real fast, but the way I play using bumper jumper tactical flip is that I pretty much aim using L1 here. I jump using L2 with my middle finger on the right side of the camera, as you guys can see here. I shoot using R1 with my pointing finger on my right hand, and what is this? Oh, I use lethal equipment with R2. So pretty much I have my pointing fingers and my middle fingers on the bumpers and triggers here, as you guys can see. So that's how I play. This becomes easier for jump shotting because you have to press this L2 to jump shot instead of having to press X and like switch your thumbs all around or whatever the case may be. So on this side of the controller, I press X to heal and square to reload, triangle to switch weapons, circle to punch, but most of the time I just have my thumbs on the thumbsticks, and then I switch the thumbs whenever I need to. So pretty much I'm only using 3 of my fingers, and yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Hopefully that makes some sort of sense. This is pretty much just used for jump shotting. I used to play like this on BO3, and I've kept the same type of playstyle up to BO4. I played it in IW, World War II, and now BO4, which is pretty dope. So I have my brightness on 100% now. I usually still have it at like 50%. Honestly, it doesn't make that big of a difference. The only reason I actually put it on 100 nowadays is because of dark maps like Firing Range Night, Hacienda Twilight especially. Because those maps are way too dark, and if you can't find your opponents, then, you know, that's kind of a rip in the chat. So I just put my brightness all the way up nowadays, just for those simple maps. Like the map variants are cool, I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes you need to turn up the lighting a little bit, Trag, you know what I mean? And now we're gonna go to my audio settings. My master volume is always at 10, you know, keep it at max, because you can change everything within the master volume. The audio presets, keep this on Super Crunch. I use a Turtle Beach headset, and honestly, you don't need Astros. I have Turtle Beach, as you guys can see here, but I actually have Astros as well, as you guys can see. These are Astros. I think these are 840s. I never use them, though. They're just kind of like collecting dust, if you will. But, I've used the 840s, and I do like them as well, but just the Turtle Beaches, to me, they feel better than the Astros. You know, it's all up to personal preference as to what kind of headset you want to get. But in my opinion, any headset will do you good, as long as you're able to properly track where the footsteps are coming from using something like Super Crunch. Super Crunch is perfect for just having your audio enhanced, and you're going to be able to soundboard people like crazy, with or without acoustic sensor. Obviously, if you're not running acoustic sensor, if they're running dead silence, then it's kind of a rip in the chat for you. But that's the way I go about things, at least in my eyes. This is also a very important feature, subtitles. I always have people coming to my streams or my videos asking, why do you play with subtitles on? What is the point of subtitles? And the reason why I put subtitles on this game is because, say I don't hear a certain call out, then I can actually read it. Or sometimes some of these call outs might be delayed, and to see the call outs visually on my TV screen while I'm bodying people on Call of Duty, my brain processes it faster. I think most of us are more visual learners than audio learners, if I'm not mistaken. So by seeing the call outs or whatever they're calling out, if they're calling in a kill streak, I'm able to react just a little bit faster than I would if I was to hear it. So that's pretty much why I have subtitles on. It's actually an advantage. People don't know about this for whatever reason. It might make the game look a little ugly, that's what some people have told me, but I don't care. I'm here to play the best that I can be, and I'll make the video entertaining, because I'm the mark of a hero. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why I have subtitles on. Voice volume I tend to keep low just because I want to be able to hear the footsteps more than anything else. Same with music, voice and music, I have that low, and that's another reason why I have subtitles on, because I tend to keep the voice volume extremely low. So, in exchange for keeping the voice volume low, I have subtitles on, which makes it a lot better. And also I have the music volume off so I can have my own music, which you guys are super fans of, by the way. I love you guys for that. Team chat voice volume is whenever you're in game chat and you hear other people on the mic. That's pretty much their mic volume. I peep this up because I do want to be able to hear my teammates if I'm trying to help them, or if I'm trying to get people pissed off, or they're pissed off at me, then I want to be able for you guys to hear them as well. Sound effects volume. This has to be maxed up all the way up. So combining this with Super Crunch and a really good headset, and acoustic sensor, by the way, would be really, really good. You're pretty much able to hear people from like at least half of the map, or a good size of the map, and you won't be taken by surprise most of the time, unless they have like dead silence or something. And even then, with acoustic sensor, you can kind of hear them, but dead silence is pretty good in this game, at least in my opinion. Yeah, put that all the way up, you'll be able to hear from people reloading, footsteps, callouts, maybe even on the enemy team. This is really helpful. So keep that at max. I recommend it. Controller sound should be off. I don't know anybody that plays with controller sound unless you try to like really be into the game for whatever reason. But yeah, I think that's all of the settings right there. So yeah, these are my ADS sensitivity settings, my audio settings, my graphics settings, if you will. And let me know what your guys' settings are. What do you use? Do you use my settings? Do you use a little bit lower sensitivity? Do you use max sensitivity? What kind of brightness do you run? I kind of want to know everybody's I want to know how everybody plays, so if you guys want to comment down your current sensitivity settings, and if you're trying to improve towards something, then let me know in the comment section below. If you want to improve your sensitivity to be a lot higher, a lot lower, practice for at least a couple of days on like 2 lower sensitivity. So if I wanted to play it like all the way up to 1, then I would, you know, this is what I would do. I would play on 7.7 for at least a couple of days, because I'm already used to 9.9, I'm going to get used to 7.7. Then after a couple days pass by and I feel comfortable with 7.7, lower that even more to 5 on both sides, and then, you know, repeat the same process, go to 3, repeat the same process, and go to 1. And same if you want to go to max. If you want to go to max and be able to play at max sensitivity, just do the same process, basically. Get a little comfortable, and then switch. So, if you're trying to get better at other sensitivities for whatever reason, that's how you do it. So, I hope you guys found this video helpful. You guys are all freaking big ballers. If you guys drop a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications for more entertaining videos or more helpful videos like this. I just wanted to be a little bit more straightforward for this video, because a lot of you guys have been asking me for over the past 7 months what my settings are. So, this video is here to break it all down. And I don't know if I'll have a gameplay here at the end or what, but if this is the end of the video, hope you guys check out some of my other videos as well, and just keep being big ballers. Freaking love you guys, and bye. I love you all.